There's a fine line between looking put together and looking overdone, between elegant and artificial, between refined and unintentionally cheapened. And the truth is, many women, even stylish, confident ones, cross that line without realizing it. Maybe it's a small detail, a bit too much sparkle, a hairstyle that hasn't evolved, or makeup that's trying a little too hard. Nothing outrageous, but enough to dull that quiet sophistication that real elegance carries. You see, looking expensive isn't about price tags, it's about perception. It's the energy of effortlessness, of polish without pretense. True refinement whispers, it never shouts. Yet so many women unknowingly let small choices, in grooming, clothing, or even posture, chip away at their natural grace. This video isn't about perfection, and it's certainly not about judgment. It's about awareness, about those tiny tweaks that make the difference between trying and glowing. Because elegance isn't a luxury, it's a language. One that says, I value myself enough to present my best. So let's uncover the 10 things that quietly cheapen your appearance, and more importantly, how to replace them with habits that radiate timeless confidence. After all, looking truly elegant doesn't come from chasing trends. It comes from mastering presence. Number 1. Overdone lashes and brows. Let's start with one of the most common elegance traps. Overdone lashes and brows. They're meant to enhance your natural beauty. Yet when pushed too far, they do the exact opposite. Instead of softening your face, they harden it. Instead of youth, they bring tension. We've all seen it. Heavy jet black block brows or thick, spidery lashes that dominate the entire face. It's as if the features are shouting, look at me. And that's the problem. True elegance never shouts. It invites. Here's the truth. The human eye naturally connects with balance. When brows and lashes overpower your delicate facial proportions, your expression starts to look artificial, even harsh. It's not the amount of makeup that cheapens your look. It's the loss of harmony. The goal isn't to erase expression or chase youth through exaggeration. It's to frame your face gracefully. Think soft definition, natural arch, subtle lift. A brow pencil used with a light hand. A tinted gel brushed upward to add fullness, not sharp angles. For lashes, a single coat of lengthening mascara often does more for your eyes than heavy falsies ever could. Remember, refinement is about restraint. Audrey Hepburn's iconic lashes were visible, yes, but never theatrical. Her brows were shaped, not sculpted. Her charm came from the sparkle in her eyes, not the thickness of her eyeliner. If you want your features to look youthful, let them breathe. Light, fluttery lashes open the eyes. Feathery brows create softness. These subtle choices tell the world, I'm confident in my natural beauty. Because elegance isn't found in excess, it's found in balance. And when your lashes and brows whisper rather than scream, the rest of your beauty finally gets a chance to speak. Number 2. Heavy foundation or harsh makeup. There's a quiet truth that many women eventually learn. The more we try to hide our skin, the older we look. Heavy foundation, full coverage concealer, thick contouring. They promise perfection, but often steal the very thing that makes us beautiful, light. When makeup turns into a mask, it flattens the face, dulls expression, and erases the soft natural glow that makes skin feel alive. Even the most expensive formulas can't create radiance if they're layered too thick. Instead of flawless, the result often reads as tired, chalky, or overly polished, and that's what cheapens the look. True sophistication comes from skin that looks real. Slightly dewy, naturally textured, gently luminous. Like the light is coming from within. You don't need to hide every line or spot. Those tiny imperfections are what give your face character and authenticity. Here's the secret. Use makeup to enhance, not to erase. Choose sheer foundations or tinted moisturizers that even out tone while letting your skin's natural warmth show through. Focus your concealer only where it's truly needed. Under the eyes, around the nose, or on small discolorations. Add a touch of cream blush to the apples of your cheeks and a soft highlighter on the high points of your face. And most importantly, match your undertone. Too pale foundations can make you appear washed out, while overly warm tones can add an unnatural orange cast, both quietly diminishing your elegance. Think of your skin as silk, not porcelain. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to flow with light. Because the goal of makeup after 50 isn't to cover time. It's to celebrate it. A face that glows with confidence, warmth, and grace will always look younger than one hidden beneath layers. Elegance, after all, is not in the disguise. It's in the reveal. Number 3. Excessive lip liner or gloss. The lips, soft, expressive, and full of character, are one of the most beautiful features of a mature woman's face. But they're also one of the easiest to unintentionally overdo. What was once a subtle enhancement can quickly cross into territory that feels loud rather than luminous. Overdrawn lip liner, harsh outlines, and heavy gloss often do more harm than good. Instead of creating fullness, they emphasize every fine line and exaggerate contrast, making the lips look smaller, not fuller. A dark or sharply outlined border can even harden the face, pulling attention away from your natural warmth and balance. True sophistication comes from soft definition. The goal isn't to make your lips look bigger, but to make them look alive. Choose a liner that perfectly matches your natural lip tone, not 2 shades darker. Gently blur the edges with your fingertip before applying lipstick. It creates a smooth transition that mimics the look of youthful, hydrated lips. As for gloss, a touch of shine can look fresh and healthy, but too much shimmer or stickiness can instantly cheapen your look. Instead of that over-polished, reflective finish, go for a satin or creamy texture that catches light without screaming for it. And here's a subtle secret. Lips with depth look more elegant than lips with glare. A soft rose, muted berry, or classic nude with a hint of warmth adds dimension and refinement. Avoid frosty finishes, extreme matte textures, or glittery glosses. They often highlight dryness and age rather than disguising it. Think of your lips as the punctuation mark of your face, not the headline. The right color, gently applied, completes the sentence beautifully without demanding attention. Because the most attractive lips don't announce themselves, they invite conversation. Number 4. Loud or artificial nails. Nails may seem like a small detail, but in the language of elegance, they speak volumes. The way you care for your hands quietly reflects how you care for yourself. Unfortunately, loud or artificial-looking nails can distract from that message. Long acrylic tips, overly bright colors, or busy nail art can quickly shift an outfit from graceful to trying too hard. They pull the focus away from your natural poise and create visual noise where there should be calm. The irony? In aiming to look glamorous, such styles often end up looking cheap. True sophistication lives in subtlety. Clean, well-shaped nails, short to medium in length, instantly communicate refinement. A neat manicure with neutral, soft pink, beige, or sheer tones always feels polished without screaming for attention. Think of the quiet luxury of a pearlescent nude or a timeless French finish done with a gentle, natural gradient rather than stark white tips. The same principle applies to shape. Overly pointed or exaggerated nail shapes often clash with mature hands, making fingers appear tense or heavy. A soft oval or rounded square shape, on the other hand, elongates the fingers and adds grace. And then there's the matter of maintenance. Nothing cheapens an appearance faster than chipped polish, visible nail glue, or grown-out acrylics. Even the most expensive outfit can be undone by hands that look neglected. If you enjoy color, choose shades that complement your undertone: dusty rose, taupe, mauve, or a deep wine. These hues whisper refinement and pair effortlessly with any outfit. Remember, hands are storytellers. They hold, create, express, and comfort. They deserve care, not excess. Because elegance isn't about decorating yourself with more. It's about knowing when to stop. Number 5. Overpowering perfume. There's something undeniably elegant about a woman who smells divine. A soft, lingering trace of scent that feels like her signature. But when fragrance becomes a force, it shifts from alluring to overwhelming. Overpowering perfume is one of those silent elegance killers that most people won't tell you about, but everyone notices. A strong scent doesn't say sophisticated. It says too much. It invades instead of inviting, masks instead of mingling. You never want your fragrance to enter the room before you do, or to linger long after you've left. True elegance lives in subtlety. A refined scent should draw someone in, not push them away. It should be something that's discovered in a hug, a conversation, or a passing breeze, never in a crowded elevator. Often, the reason for overapplication isn't vanity, it's habit. Over the years, our sense of smell adapts, and what feels light to us may actually be intense to others. A simple fix is to apply perfume more strategically. A single spritz on the pulse points, wrists behind the ears, or at the base of the throat, is usually enough. Let the warmth of your skin do the rest. When choosing a fragrance, opt for notes that blend with your natural chemistry, not overpower it. Soft florals, light musks, and powdery or woody undertones tend to feel timeless and graceful. Avoid overly sweet, synthetic, or ultra-strong scents. They often leave a heavy, clinging impression that reads as dated rather than refined. Your perfume should feel like an extension of you, not an announcement. Because true allure doesn't come from being noticed, it comes from being remembered. And the most unforgettable women are the ones whose presence and scent feel like a whisper of grace. Number 6. Cheap-looking jewelry or tarnish marks almost equals 2,000 characters. Jewelry is one of the simplest ways to elevate your appearance, but it's also one of the quickest ways to unintentionally cheapen it. The difference between looking put together and looking plastic often comes down to one thing: quality over quantity. Many women fall into the trap of thinking more sparkle means more sophistication. But true elegance whispers, it doesn't shout. A handful of delicate, well-chosen pieces can add quiet confidence and refinement, while stacks of overly shiny, obviously fake jewelry can instantly drag your look down. Think about it. You could be wearing a beautiful outfit, with perfect hair and glowing skin, but if your earrings are turning your lobes green or your necklace is flaking metallic paint, the illusion of polish disappears. Tarnish marks, peeling gold, or cloudy rhinestones aren't small details. They're visual cues that say cheap, even if the rest of you says chic. The solution isn't about spending more. It's about choosing smarter. Opt for timeless metals like gold vermeil, sterling silver, or minimalist pearl pieces. Even costume jewelry can look luxurious if it's well-made and not overly ornate. Avoid giant stones, excessive bling, or statement pieces that compete with your outfit instead of complementing it. And above all, keep your pieces clean. Wipe them down after wearing, store them in soft pouches, and never let perfume or lotion dull their shine. These small rituals not only protect your jewelry, they protect your presence. Remember, jewelry should frame you, not fight for attention. Because the most elegant women don't wear jewelry to be noticed. They wear it to express quiet confidence, inner worth, and grace that can't be imitated by gold or gemstones. When your accessories are thoughtful, well cared for, and understated, you don't just look expensive. You look authentic. Number 7. Wrinkled, pilled, or hairy clothes almost equals 2,000 characters. You can wear the most flattering color, the perfect cut, even the most elegant fabrics, but if your clothes are wrinkled, pilled, or covered in lint or pet hair, the entire impression instantly loses polish. Nothing cheapens an outfit faster than neglect. And the truth is, most people won't remember the brand of your blouse, but they will remember if it looked cared for. Elegance isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you maintain it. Wrinkles suggest haste, pills suggest wear without care, and hair or lint suggest inattention. These little textures send a loud message: I didn't take the time. And that's the opposite of refined. The secret to looking effortlessly expensive isn't constant shopping. It's attentive upkeep. A quick steam or press before you head out, a simple fabric shaver to remove fuzz, a lint roller by the door. These tiny acts make a massive difference. They turn average clothes into a polished, intentional look. Even cozy sweaters, soft knits, or casual cotton pieces can look chic when they're smooth, clean, and well kept. And don't underestimate the power of fabric choice. Natural materials like cotton, silk, linen blends and will tend to age gracefully, while low-quality synthetics often show wear sooner. If you love an item but it's starting to look tired, give it a refresh. Depill, resew a loose button, or trim away fraying edges. The goal isn't perfection. It's pride in presentation. Because how you treat your clothes reflects how you treat yourself. When your outfit is crisp, neat, and cared for, you project calm control, confidence, and grace. Even if you're just running errands, you're showing the world that you value yourself enough to show up beautifully. True style isn't found in the label. It's found in the care you give to what you already own, and how that care turns simple garments into quiet statements of self-respect. Number 8. Overly styled or outdated hair. Hair has a powerful way of telling your story before you even speak a word. It frames your face, it softens your features, and it silently signals how current, vibrant, and confident you feel. But when your hairstyle looks overly styled, stiff, or stuck in another decade, it can unintentionally add years and make even the most modern outfit feel dated. Many women fall into this trap without realizing it. You find a style that once looked amazing, the perfect blowout, the same curl pattern, or that signature hairspray hold, and you stick with it for years. But trends evolve subtly, and what once felt fresh and glamorous can now read as trying too hard or out of touch. Overly sprayed curls, helmet-like volume, or heavy teasing can make your hair look frozen instead of free. Likewise, outdated cuts, like overly short layers, blunt edges that lack movement, or extreme contrast highlights, tend to harden your look instead of enhancing your natural beauty. The most youthful hairstyles today have one thing in common: effortless softness. Gentle layers, natural texture, and light, blended color bring a sense of airiness and life. Think of styles that move when you do, where light catches strands instead of bouncing off a wall of shine spray. This doesn't mean you need a drastic makeover. Sometimes a simple refresh, trimming old ends, softening your bangs, or adding face-framing highlights, is all it takes to revive your entire image. And here's the secret truth: when your hair feels alive, you feel alive. So the next time you're tempted to reach for that can of stiff hold spray or keep the same cut you've had for 15 years, pause and ask, does this reflect the woman I am today? Because nothing looks more expensive, more elegant, or more magnetic than hair that moves, breathes, and tells the story of a woman who's gracefully evolving, not clinging to the past. Number 9. Visible bra straps, logos, or poor fit. Even the most stylish outfit can lose its magic with one small detail: visible bra straps, tight pulls, sagging seams, or loud logos. These tiny slips might seem harmless, but together, they quietly undo the grace and polish you worked so hard to create. True elegance isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. And when your clothing fits well, flatters your shape, and stays in its place, that intention shines through. Let's start with fit, because nothing cheapens a look faster than clothes that clearly don't fit right. A blouse pulling across the chest, pants cutting into the waist, or a neckline gaping awkwardly doesn't say confidence. It says discomfort. On the other end, baggy, shapeless clothing can make you disappear instead of commanding attention. The most flattering clothes always skim, never squeeze. They move with you, not against you. Then there's the hidden culprit: visible bra straps or outlines. A peek of a strap under a sleeveless top or a bumpy outline under a tee instantly takes your look from elegant to careless. Investing in a few quality, well-fitted undergarments, nude tones, smoothing fabrics, invisible straps, will do more for your overall polish than any trendy accessory ever could. And let's not forget loud logos or giant designer prints. They might seem luxurious, but they often read as trying too hard. True sophistication doesn't need to advertise itself. The most expensive-looking women are usually the ones whose clothes have no visible branding at all, just clean lines, quality fabric, and quiet confidence. Before stepping out, take a moment in the mirror. Adjust smooth, check the fit, and make sure nothing distracts from you. Because elegance lives in those small choices, the ones no one notices outright but everyone feels. In the end, the goal isn't to look perfect, it's to look polished. To present yourself as a woman who values the beauty of subtlety and self-respect. Because when your clothes fit beautifully and your details are cared for, you don't just look elegant, you embody it. Number 10. Poor posture and facial expression. You can wear the most flattering outfit, style your hair to perfection, and master every beauty trick in the book. But if your posture slouches and your expression looks tense or tired, all that effort loses its power. Posture and facial expression are the unsung pillars of elegance. They communicate more about you than any designer label ever could. Think about the women who captivate a room without saying a word. It's rarely because of what they're wearing. It's because of how they carry themselves. Shoulders back, chin gently lifted, eyes soft yet confident. This kind of presence doesn't just make you look taller and slimmer. It radiates assurance, grace, and self-worth. Poor posture, rounded shoulders, a downward gaze, or slumped stance can unintentionally make you appear tired, insecure, or older than you are. The same goes for facial expressions. A furrowed brow, tight lips, or constant frown lines can send a message of stress or disinterest, even when you don't mean to. The beauty of posture is that it's free, yet instantly transformative. Try this simple shift. Take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, Lengthen your spine, and imagine a string gently pulling you upward from the crown of your head. You'll feel the difference immediately, not just in how you look but in how you feel. And your face? Let it soften. A gentle, relaxed expression, not forced but serene, communicates warmth, approachability, and quiet confidence. A genuine smile, even a small one, has more lifting power than the most expensive serum or contour palette. Here's the truth. Elegance isn't just seen, it's felt. When you stand tall and carry a calm, open expression, you send a message to the world. I value myself. That message transforms everything, your outfit, your aura, your energy. Because the most magnetic beauty doesn't come from what you put on your body. It comes from how you hold your body and how you hold yourself. When we talk about elegance, true, lasting elegance, it's not about chasing perfection or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about refinement through awareness. Every detail we've explored, from harsh makeup to outdated hair, from wrinkled clothes to posture, has one thread connecting them: the quiet power of care. Elegance isn't about how much you spend, how trendy you are, or how many compliments you get. It's about how intentional you are. How you treat yourself, your belongings, and your image reflects something much deeper: self-respect. And that's something no label or luxury can imitate. When you choose a softer foundation, a cleaner neckline, a polished shoe, you're really choosing to honor yourself. When you freshen your haircut, care for your clothes, or walk with open shoulders and a calm smile, you're saying, I still matter. I'm still evolving. That quiet message is magnetic. So take these reminders not as criticisms, but as invitations. Invitations to simplify, refine, and reconnect with your natural poise. Because sometimes subtracting the excess, the heavy makeup, the loud accessories, the unnecessary clutter, allows your true beauty to come forward effortlessly. Remember, the most expensive-looking women aren't the ones trying to prove anything. They're the ones who move with serenity, speak with kindness, and show up as their best selves, polished, calm, and beautifully real. So as you step into your next day, whether you're dressing for a special event or just making your morning coffee, carry yourself like the woman you've become: experienced, wise, radiant. Because elegance isn't a performance, it's a practice. And every time you choose simplicity, grace, and care, you remind the world and yourself that beauty doesn't fade with age. It deepens.